Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to this cricket happening show with your host Ram, and I'm taking you live to the Oval where England are almost on the verge of defeat. They are right now 235 for 9. Tim Bresnan and Anderson, so number 10, number 11 at the crease. Tim Bresnan is not out on 15 with 1 boundary. Anderson is not out 4 with 1 boundary. In fact, what is going to be very interesting to see is whether England can avoid an innings defeat here, because they trail by just 17 runs. I will talk about the day's proceedings as I go forward. You will be getting some commentary. I'll be doing some commentary. In comes Imran Tahir, bowls to Bresnan. Bresnan just taps it around and he wouldn't get any runs. So the score stays on 235 for 9. England need another 17 runs to and here right now Imran Tahir has been hit for a boundary by Bresnan, so that reduces the margin to 13 runs. So England require another 13 runs now to make avoid innings defeat. And right now it's Gayle has been absolutely deadly. I'll be talking about that right now. Just talking about the day's proceedings today, it all started with Bopara and Bell resuming the innings, but Bopara was an early victim. A very irresponsible shot from Bopara, but Gayle was actually bowling wide of the off stump. Bopara went for the drive. He dragged the ball onto his stumps and he was clean bowled for 22 with 3-4. So that was the first wicket to go, Ravi Bopara. And then Bell and Pryor, in fact, they were starting a sort of a real saving operation there, because from 117 for 5 when Bopara departed, they were actually keeping the bowlers at bay. Even Imran Tahir was getting the ball to turn, but they were really negotiating him very well, and everything was going well, and they were doing pretty well till such time the new ball was claimed. And once the new ball was claimed, this very stubborn partnership between Bell and Pryor came to an end. As the first to go, it was Pryor's turn to go, as Pryor was caught by Callis of the bowling of Imran Tahir for 40 with 5 fours. And as I said, the new ball is the one which really did the damage. Once the new ball was in the hand, it was all over. Dale Steyn just started running through this England lineup. Well, the next to go was Ian Bell. As soon as he lost his partner Pryor, who was involved in a very good partnership. The partnership was worth 86 runs, so it was a stubborn partnership, and it was really keeping the bowlers at bay, and it looked like probably England are doing a lot of a good saving operation here, but unfortunately had to come to an end as Pryor was the victim for 40. After that, it was the turn for Ian Bell. After playing so well, and this is the time Steyn came in, the new ball was taken. The new ball was which really did the trick for them. Vernon Philander was the one who handled the new ball, bowled superbly, and Dale Steyn got the new cherry and he started playing real havoc. As first he got Ian Bell out for 55 with 6 fours. He was caught by Callis for 55 of 6 fours. And after that, the next to go was Stuart Broad. Stuart Broad was dismissed for a duck. He was caught behind the bowling of Steyn, and then Steyn also got the wicket of Graham Swan, as Swan was caught by Peterson of the bowling of Steyn for 7, and that made a 5-wicket back for Dale Steyn. He had 21 overs, 6 maidens, 56 runs on 5 wickets. And well, the match is all over here. England have not managed to avoid an innings defeat. They are all out for 240. South Africa have a crushing victory here in the first test at the Oval, crushing England by giving them an innings defeat by 12 runs. Anderson was the last man out. His LBW bowled Imran Tahir for 4, and Bresnan was remaining not out on 20 with 2 boundaries, and so all over. England have lost the first test match to South Africa by an innings and 12 runs, and now, well, South Africa go 1 up in the series. England had to really play well in the next test, in the remaining tests, to keep their number 1 ranking. And South Africa, let me tell you, they have got a crushing victory over England. They made 637 for 2 declared, bowled out England in both the innings, 385 in the first and then 240 in the second. So South Africa, congratulations to South Africa, who have gone to a victory here and taken a 1-0 lead in this 3-test series with England. And well, just talking about the game, so there's not going to be any commentary because it's all over almost here. And Dale Steyn, I would say that new ball is the one which really came in. In fact, he also gave the breakthrough today by dismissing Bopara, and then the red cherry was the one which did the trick, as Dale Steyn went and picked up those wickets of Bell. He picked up the wicket of Broad, Swan, and that was all over. So 5 wickets in his bag, and it was all over. 240 all out England, losing the batsman innings and 12 runs. 240 all out England, and well, what to say? I mean, a tremendous display by South Africa, absolutely showing what they are really made of. Let's look at the bowling figures here. Morne Morkel, 16 overs, no maiden, 141. Philander bowled excellently, 19 overs, 6 maidens, 1 for 29. Gayle, Steyn, the real person who did the damage today and saw to it that South Africa would win the match and not England wouldn't be saved by even rain. As Gayle, Steyn, 21 overs, 6 maidens, 56 runs and 5 wickets. A tremendous bowling spell from Gayle, Steyn. Imran Tahir also bowled excellently, getting lots of turn today. 32 overs, 7 maidens, 63 runs and 3 wickets. Callis, 7 overs, 1 maiden, none for 22. And Duminy, 2 overs, 1 maiden, none for 3. Well, I mean, the man of the match is going to be, I mean, there would be a there will be some interviews and everything, but I'm not going to go into that. But yes, we all know who is the man of the match. It is going to be Hashim Amla, who became the first individual from South Africa to register a test century. Register a test century. Well, so that is as far as that is concerned. Now, let me see whether I have any other cricket news that I can share with you before I go. Yes, there's one news that I could tell you is that Chris Gayle is back into the test squad after a long time. The last time he played was in 2010. So Gayle, as you know, is in some very good form, and he will be playing test matches after 2000. That's a long way, but well, he will be playing his first test against New Zealand there. And the other news that I have tomorrow, it is going to be the second one-day international between India and Sri Lanka, and they're going to be playing at the same ground, Hambantota. And India, as you know, already taken 1-0 lead in the series. But for Sri Lanka, well, they have some injury problems. Kulashekara is off. Nuwan Pradeep is the one who has been roped in, who comes in for Kulashekara. And well, it is going to be very interesting to see how the how Sri Lanka the other day gave a lot of very good fight, but whether they can keep up that same fight tomorrow is to be seen. And India need to keep plugging on. So that is going to be another match coming in. So that's another news that I have here. And other than that, one news coming in from the Big Bash tournament in Australia. Well, I think the team is going to be absolutely strengthened. Lots of aggression, as two players who have been very, very aggressive in international cricket and who can hit the ball many a mile and hit it with thudding force. And those two names, one is Chris Gayle. I mean, you know what Chris Gayle can do. Chris Gayle and Shahid Afridi of Pakistan will be playing for Sydney Thunders in the Big Bash tournament. And what a big scalp for the Sydney Thunders. And Sydney Thunders, well, I think Sydney would be really thundering with these two men getting into the team. Well, on this note, dear fans, friends and subscribers, congratulations to South Africa going 1-0 up in the series by defeating England by an innings and 12 runs, taking a 1-0 lead in the series. And on this note, I am actually finishing off my Cricket Happening show a bit quickly today due to shortage of time. Thanks for your company, and thanks for your watching Cricket Happenings. Also, thanks for the continuous encouragement, and many people are actually subscribing to Cricket Happenings. Thank you for that encouragement too. This is your host Ram, signing off for the day, saying that tomorrow I'll be back with the cricket update on the second one-day international. Probably a cricket update. If the match is over before I leave, then probably I'll give you the full match report on the second one-day international between Sri Lanka and India at Hambantota. Until then, it's your host Ram bidding goodbye. Thank you.